my ways, saith the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts.
Right. What Most High's gonna do, man? You don't know, and you believe you depending on these riches, man. That's not Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Now the Lord can bless you that way. You praying to the Lord only for that, and that's your rocking foundation, man. In the day of calamity, that's not gonna save you. Hey, real quick, Proverbs 11:4. You know what I'm saying? That's not gonna save you. That money that these people have, that's not gonna save you. We reading right here just for that.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit more.
Right. We're reading in this article, man, that things are gonna go digital to where AI is gonna be controlling your currency.
Right.
You gotta understand, what we see going on with Bitcoin, Ethereum. Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency in a blockchain, but really to operate more sophisticated transactions, you have to use Ethereum. And with Ethereum, you got to understand there's certain apps that's that's attached to you and you only. That's why a blockchain is so unique, because it's only can be decoded between me and this person.
Yep.
It doesn't need a central bank. That's why they're gonna control it. So even with medical care and stuff like that, you got apps like or cryptocurrencies like, I don't know if it's cryptocurrency or a platform named Fetch AI that has your medical, your medical footprints or your information that it can send to only you and another person. Another person can't even see it. It's gonna be very sophisticated. Saying all that to say, this thing is gonna be very sophisticated, bro. Very sophisticated to where they're gonna have you tracked down to the T.
Yep.
If you're not pushing the understanding of AI and linking that with Revelation 13:16, man, you're doing your congregation a grave misfortune. You're not teaching it, bro. Because this thing is gonna hit this. Hey, there's nothing that's going to save you or stop you from leaking to that, but Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, bro.
Yep.
Like the money that you have is gonna be wiped out, bro. Then the only way that you're going to be able to achieve that, if you had that small chip is going to be unique to each person. It's not like a bank account to where I had the numbers. I had the numbers to this dude's bank account. I'm gonna be able to get money. No, every transaction they gonna be able to see and stop and police, and it's gonna be something that's measured digitally speaking.
Right.
I mean, well, digitally speaking and biologically speaking.
Right.
I mean, inside of you, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? AI is going to control that. And if you're not teaching your congregation that, you're doing them a disfavor, man. You teach them, man, just get money, man. Just get money, man. You're lying to your congregation because that money's not going to save you, bro.
Right.
You know?
And Cotton Swabs, he said it, bro.
He said it.
He straight up said it, man. You know, he came on one of them little platform. I think it was WF at the time.
Yeah.
Was it WF? Yeah. And he straight up said it. You know, basically merging man with technology and the biological. And he said all that. You know, so these people ain't playing, man. You know, these devils is Jake playing. You know, but Esau ain't playing. You know, and at the end of the day, it's the Lord that's not playing, because he's just a tool of the Lord, man. You know?
Yeah, that nigga was
Got
talking
that
about.
Proverbs.
That nigga was talking about, you gonna only be able to buy 3 pieces of clothing a year.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna be able to eat a certain amount of meat. Your ass gonna be measured, bro.
Right.
You'll be measured pound to pound.
You won't own your. If you do have a vehicle, you gotta share with your neighbor, stuff like that. You won't be able to go, but a certain,
15-minute cities.
15-minute cities.
Yeah. 15-minute cities.
The only thing you gonna have is a fucking bike.
Yeah,
Right.
that's all you gotta have. You gotta share that.
So they gotta put a lid on all this pollution that they're doing.
Right.
They gotta put a lid on this. You gotta think carbon footprint. That was originally for these various corporations to measure how much they dispense pollution in the air or wherever, in the ground, wherever. That was for them to be able to measure, okay, how much are we polluting? And say, you know what, fuck that. Let's put it on the people.
Right.
Let's put it on these motherfuckers. We ain't stopping a damn thing.
Right.
And that shows you how much money they're making in these corporations. They could have been introduced the world to alternative to the cars and shit like that we see, bro. That were way cleaner. They could put regulations on these parts, on these parts that would have it to where they wouldn't using as much gas. It's so that simple. They go ahead.
No, I was gonna say they got dudes and created cars that can run off water.
And they all end up dead.
You took it right out.
They all end up dead.
Hey, there's an African guy, I forget what country in Africa, he made an EV that it charges itself as you drive it.
Yeah.
He just created that. Yeah, I forget his name, so yeah, man.
That means it'll never stop.
You're right.
You think that's gonna come out?
No.
It'll never stop. And there's so much technology that has been stopped or shunned to keep the people under control, because you gotta think this is $1 trillion industry, bro.
Right.
The gas, the energy industry. So they are keeping the world behind on top of destroying the world, man.
Right.
So when we get in power, hey man, the understanding of the chariots we're gonna have.
Yeah, right.
Well, like the technology that's in the chariots we're gonna have.
Right.
So it won't be nothing for something that small as this can light up a whole city like this. It won't be nothing for that.
Right.
And it'll be clean energy. Energy that's continuous. You know how much poverty will be done away with.
Yeah.
Like the 6 point. That's why with Genesis 27, you had two sides to receive what? The dew of the earth. He gave Esau his portion to see how to show how he's gonna run it. And you see how the damn devil has done. You can have something that could get everybody healthy, to keep everything clean, but yet he don't want that. He want to constantly keep you sick so he can what? Get money off you. All right?
Fact.
That's the pure definition of a wicked man.
That's right.
So the Lord is showing us what not to be like, what not to do. Something that can sustain life, and he ain't no. That's why I would like to mention Revelation 6. Wherever he goes, it could be beneficial, but wherever he goes, like the red horse, death and hell follow. That's his MO the whole way. What is that scripture can change the stripe?
Jeremiah 13 and 23.
He always gonna be the same OE. Like Sirach 12, like it's rusted all together, wiped away.
Right.
No, once you wipe it away, you still gonna see that's still him. I'm looking to destroy you, looking to kill you.
I got it for you. Jeremiah 13 and 23. Can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard his spots? Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to doing evil. That what you just said it.
Custom. When you customize something, it is basically the Lord originated Esau to everywhere he do, he's gonna do what? All type of evil deeds, all type of destruction. He's on the left-hand side, so everything he's do, he's looking to displease the Lord, to be over the Lord, be as the Most High. But he's looking to do what? Destroy the apple of the Lord's eye. That's what he's built for.
Right.
How are you gonna change something that he was actually built for that? If I build a machine to create cars, it ain't even go out and create planes. No, I built it for cars. That's what Esau do. He's doing his job. But that's why, what is it, Zechariah 1:15, the Lord said he's sore displeased with the easy at ease. Why? Because they're at ease because they think they have accomplished everything. They have went far and beyond. This man went far beyond the wickedness. And now he's getting, like I said, with this AI and all this stuff getting together, he's coming to one with that. This man is looking like, I want to be like, what is that movie, Transcendent with Johnny Depp. He's looking to be like the Most High. I can control everything. You don't even have to see me. And I can live forever and ever. This is that nigga.
Trying to take it there.
Yeah.
That's why I'm trying to be a part of this place by hitting money. It's not gonna save you. Now, if you want to better yourself in your individual life, can't nobody, as long as it ain't, you know, taking over your whole life,
Right.
and you can't do the work, that's a whole new other thing.
Right.
But if you putting it and you bringing this, which that can bring trouble too. Having your own business, stuff like that.
Yep.
Hey, if you got your own business, man, you an employee too. So in order for you to make money and clear that overhead and pay yourself, you gonna have to be out there 14 hours, 15 hours. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta keep that in mind too, like y'all. You know, your focal point. Sometimes it's easy just to have a gig. A lot easier just to have a gig, right? But the Lord bless you. Hey, you know, Romans 14. I can't tell you what's if you permit something in your life, and it's okay for you to do. I can't. It's Romans 14.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, in that aspect, if you're able to endure, you know what I'm saying, which is a tough task.
Right.
It's a tough task. But do you? But if you have the mindset of getting in this truth to make money, man, you in the wrong business, bro.
I think I laid out.
Go ahead.
It's Proverbs 11 and verse 4. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death.
That's right. Hey, you can have a million things going wrong in your life. One thing wrong in your body, you got one problem. Your body, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can have all this money in this world, but if you don't have the covering of the Heavenly Father, hey, it don't mean nothing, bro. You can be on top of the world and a freak accident can happen because it's your time to be a judge.
Right.
What you really want, especially the truth, man, you want favor from your Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Man.
That's what you want.
That's why that's why Yahweh Shah said, lay your treasures in heaven, man. See, he gave that parable about the rich man ground who brought forth plentiful. You know what I'm saying? He had to turn his old barn down because he had too much. He had to build it bigger. Then he was like, I'm about to chill, man. Yeah. And nigga ended up dying, man. The Lord said, thou fool, thy soul is required, man. You know? So that's how it is, man. You see, in order to, hey man, if you truly in the truth, man, you're not gonna be attached to this place, man.
Right.
You see, you're not gonna be too attached to this place. You're gonna be willing to let it go when it collapses, man. See,
Like the Bible said, you gotta use but not abuse the world.
right?
Plug in the matrix and get out. Go to work, make your money, do what you gotta do, and unplug. Use the word but don't abuse it, because there'll come a time where in Isaiah 3:1, the Lord will break the staff and the stay of the bread in this place.
Right.
If your ass attached to this shit, you're gonna be fucked. That's why I said wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of that time, not the riches of this world.
Right.
You know, that's temporary.
Wisdom is the true riches, man. These are the true riches what we have right now, man.
Right.
That's why, these people don't see it. They don't see it that way, man. But when this shit start to fall, all right, when it falls, they gonna see. Then they gonna really see what we gonna see the benefits what we invested in, man. We seeing it now. Don't get it twisted. We seeing it now, man. The Lord is protecting over brothers and their children. The Lord is keeping us. You know what I'm saying? Keeping us in the truth with a sound mind. We ain't bugging the fuck out.
And then we able to see through the darkness of this world, because
Right.
this is what giving us the outside to see through the bullshit. You know?
How much more in the day of darkness? Man, the scripture said that the day of the Lord gonna be darkness. So this is what's gonna matter. All right, this is what matters, man. You see?
Relationship.
Exactly.
Right. That's why the Bible said in Baruch, that a roughly paraphrasing, the thing Baruch 4:2, walk in the presence of thy light and be thou illuminated.
Yep.
You see? Where you're able to see when the news come on and they get to talking around, talking over your head, you're able to catch it on the spiritual level, hearing it and seeing what they're talking about, because the scriptures is all in the scriptures, man.
Right.
Everything that's going on in the world right now, the scripture's breaking it down. It's gonna break it down.
I got one. This is Isaiah, and here's why. This is Isaiah chapter 60 and verse 1. It says, arise, shine, for thy light is come. Ultimately, that light represents Yahweh Shai, you know, which in these is the word in these times, because when you read in John the 1st chapter, Yahweh Shai, the word, which is the word, became flesh and walked among us. So he is the word.
Then they say Yahweh Shai comes in the volume of the book.
That's right. Isaiah 60:1, arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. Who is that thee? The elect, man. You know, these men out here sighing and crying, for the abominations done in the midst of this place. And everybody looks at them crazy when they walk by, scoff at them. You know, you got certain camps out here scoffing at the men of the Lord, man, because those are false prophets, man. It says, for behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. And that's exactly the time we're living in, like the Quran said, the elder said, you know, we got the eyesight. This knowledge is the light in this place of darkness, man.
Right.
You know, which is, and that darkness represents ignorance at the end of the day. These ignorant ass people believing and accepting lies and deceptions, man, of this devil who the earth is in his hands at this time. Job 9:24. And it says, but the Lord Yahweh Shai shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee, man. You know what I'm saying? And the glory of the Lord is seen upon these men. But in these times, it gets mistaken for stuff like, are you a Muslim? Bro, you know, if I refrain from pork, well, I gotta be a Muslim.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Bro, I'm just trying to live right, man. The scripture, it's in the scriptures, man. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, that the glory of the Lord is upon these men, and the light is here, man, and it's this knowledge in these times.
I got something. It's pulling the bond. Proverbs 28:11. Rich people may think they are wise, but a poor person with discernment can see right through them.
Yeah.
See? Like the elder was saying, man, you know, this truth gives us light to see through, through the darkness, man, through that bullshit, man. You see? Esau got the wool pulled over these people's eyes, man. We had an eye salve, man, through the spirit of God, Yahweh Shai, man. We see what's going on.
It's 1 John 2:15 in NLT. Do not love this world, nor the things it offers you. For when you love the world, you do not have the love of the Father in you. For the world offers only a craving for physical pleasure, a craving for everything we see, and pride in our achievements and possessions. These are not the Father, but are from the world. And this world is fading away, along with everything that people crave. But everyone who does what pleases Yahweh Shai will live forever. As we said, if you start looking more into money or monetizing yourself, I want to build. But the Lord said this world is fading away. This world is going to be out of here. We got to do things that's pleasing to the Most High. All right? We got to do things definitely pleasing to the Most High. Going out and doing the work, not being so in tune to what's going on with this world. When we're in tune to if this world falling. Because